Hello, I hope everyone's having a great day and a great time in these final stages of our summer semester. Today, I will be discussing the law Teacher Overpayments AB 1667. My name is Dylan Moore. Teacher Overpayments 1667 is a huge piece of legislation aimed at addressing the issue of overpayment of teachers in educational institutions. This law was enacted with the intention of promoting financial fairness and efficiency in the education system by implementing measures to prevent overpayments and establishing clear guidelines for reimbursement. AB 1667 will attempt to create a more transparent teacher compensation system. Now, let's explore the pros and cons of this law, considering its potential impact on teachers, educational institutions, and the overall education system. One of the advantages of AB 1667 is its emphasis on financial sustainability for educational institutions. By stopping overpayments, schools can allocate with the resources more efficiently, ensuring that taxpayer funds are utilized judiciously. The law establishes guidelines and monitoring mechanisms, encouraging schools to maintain accurate records of teachers' salaries and benefits. This is not only fosters public trust in education systems, but also enables schools to invest in other critical areas such as infrastructure, learning materials, and development programs. We can see how this law is going to work in the article on contentasc.org titled Important Changes Regarding Liability to Cal STRS for Benefits of Overpayment. When the author Lozano Smith writes, starting on January 1st, 2023, AB 1667 specifies who Cal STRS may recover from upon incidents of overpayment based on who is at fault for the overpayment. When the member is at fault, AB 1667 requires all overpaid amounts due to inaccurate information provided by a member to be recovered from the member. When the employer is at fault, AB 1667 requires all overpaid amounts to be recovered from the employer. However, if Cal STRS causes the overpayment, the amount is then annually recovered from the state employers with interest. AB 1667 addresses the issue of overpayments, which could lead to disparities in compensation among teachers. The law establishes a standardized system to calculate salaries, ensuring equitable treatment. The legislation wants to boost teacher morale and motivation, enhancing the overall quality of education. Moreover, the law gives clear guidelines of reimbursement in cases of underpayments and discrepancies, promoting fairness and transparency in the system. In an article on casetext.com, they write, all amounts have been overpaid due to inaccurate information, ultimately submission, non-submission of information, or on the basis of fraud or intentional misrepresentation by or on behalf of a recipient of a benefit. Annuity or refund shall be recovered as applicable from the member, participant, former participant, or beneficiary. One of the major concerns of AB 16 is the administrative burden it could place on the educational system institutions. Compliance with the law's strict guidelines and reporting requirements might necessitate additional resources, such as hiring more staff or investing in new technologies. These costs could be particularly challenging for smaller schools or those with limited budgets. The diversion of resources to meet regulatory demands may impact other critical areas of education, potentially hindering the quality of instruction and extracurricular programs. In most towns across America, after-school programs are a huge part of a kid's life. After-school programs give the youth a safe place to go while being in the presence of a caring adult. In an article on strongnation.org titled The Power of After-School Programs in California, they say after-school programming is an essential resource for school-aged youth, encouraging safety, fostering connections, preventing juvenile crime, and improving academic performance. These programs can also increase long-term public safety and bolster national security. As we can see, the funding and the need for these programs within schools is of utmost importance. It could possibly be very unsettling to some families if these programs aren't as good as they once were. While AB 1667 aims to create a standardized system for teacher compensation, it might overlook regional variations and specific needs of individual schools or districts. The one-size-fits-all approach might not adequately consider factors like cost of living differences, teacher shortages, or other local consideration. This lack of flexibility could lead to unintended consequences such as difficulty in attracting and retaining teachers in areas facing unique challenges. Furthermore, the law's rigid guidelines may limit schools' ability to innovate and tailor compensation packages to suit their specific requirements. Despite the downside of these payment plans, according to mercurynews.com, retired teachers will not be required to repay overpayments detected. Teacher overpayments AB 1667 is a well-intentioned law that hopes to address the issue of financial fairness and efficiency within the education system. The emphasis on financial sustainability, fairness, and accountability gives significant benefits to ensuring the fair treatment of teachers and appropriate use of tax funds. The law's potential administrative burden and flexibility must be carefully considered to give a balance between standardization and regional needs. By analyzing the law's implementations and making necessary adjustments, policymakers can maximize its benefits while stopping the drawbacks, contributing to the improvement of the education system as a whole. Thank you. And here are my sources. And I hope everyone's having a great day. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.